In gadgets 58, 59, and 60, we did quite a bit of dynamic balancing. We were using a 5-volt reference box to power the photocell, a 5-volt reference box to power the accelerometer. We had the oscilloscope, the HS402, all the wiring that ties it all together. Introducing HS402W valve, which consolidates all of those components into one neat little package. Other than the necessary cable to the ADXL335 accelerometer, all cables have been eliminated, including the one going to the Android device. This is a Wi-Fi gadget. In upcoming videos, this is going to be put to work. One of the things we're going to do is balance tires right on the vehicle. How cool is that? And in this video, I'm going to share all of the build details. Printed in PLA, this phase down, supports enabled, 30% infill. That's a 19-hour print. HS402 oscilloscope circuit, Wi-Fi provided through this ESP32 30-pin board. Well covered on the channel, so I'm not going to dwell on it much, other than to say that stack height was not a concern on this build, and I used standard headers throughout. Following this diagram, we build a small through-hole board. It serves two main purposes. One, it provides 10-time attenuation for the photocell output so that it will be more in line with the ADXL335 output. And second, it has this socket here, which is really a dip 8 socket cut in half, which readily accepts this B0505S isolator, which makes it possible for us to power the ESP32 and the STM32 boards on the one side and the reference voltage for the two sensors on the other side, while separating or isolating the two grounds, a necessary technical issue. And this is the solution. And here I've used these small female round pin headers, which I'm really using as connectors. So another strip of these round female headers will allow wires to be soldered in and will plug into the female headers on the board. Nice connectors. This is an ADXL335 analog accelerometer. It's easily found on eBay and AliExpress, and although it is a 3-axis, we only use the X. Printed out of PLA, 100% infill. This orientation with a brim for bed adhesion. Note the tie wrap and the orientation of this module as it goes inside of this enclosure. The end was capped off with hot glue. There's 14 wires to solder on these headers here. It's pretty tricky. I had some extra hands helping me out here, and I put some double adhesive tape to hold this through-hole board steady while this work was being done. It's going to end up finding a home back down in here. That's my favorite 3350 milliamp hour lithium power pack, complete with LED charge indicator. There are two tripod mounts on this. It's standard 1/4 inch 20 national course threads. The nut is drawn in through this hexagonal hole. The photocell is meant to be detachable if need be, and that's what the caddy is for here. The wire is retained with some tie wraps, the same way that the wire for the ADXL is held. These are M3 thread inserts. All files and info are shared in the download link in what has to be the most generous channel on YouTube. Take care, guys.